Oh, I was gonna say. So I mentioned on PKN this week that my friend Big Max that I play PUBG with, he was telling us while we were playing. He's like, yeah, so I own some properties down here in Mexico. Went out in the backyard yesterday. Count them, two human heads in my backyard. Oh man! So one of the guys I play PUBG with, Big Max. Big Max is a Mexican man, you might imagine, and he owns some properties in Mexico. Well, he says that recently he was outside one of his properties and he found two heads, two human people heads, without the bodies.
Were they on his property or are they like on the street or something?
In his backyard. And they were. I was like, well, were they like decomposed? Were they skulls? He's like, oh no, they were fresh. You want to see a picture? I'm like, no, I don't want to see.
Yes, you do.
Big Max, shoot Woody a picture of those heads, please.
Yeah.
He's interested for some reason.
Big Max, vlog yourself next to it and put it on YouTube.
Fresh human heads. Disembodied human heads. Fresh human heads in my backyard. And we were like, what? That's fucked, man. And I didn't. I believed him, but it was like, maybe he's just pulling my leg. He's like, you guys want to see pictures? And we were like, no, we don't. But then I mentioned it to Woody, and he's like, what? I'd love to see some pictures of some human heads. So those have been forwarded to you, Woody. I don't know if you've checked them out yet, but if you open your email right now, you could look at those human heads live on the show.
I don't think he sent. I've been on top of my email. And I don't have any
it's Chiz posted right there the particular email they were sent to. I don't want to say it out loud, you know.
Okay, thank you for that. Let me see.
But they were sent to Chiz, and Chiz forwarded the pictures of the human heads onto you. They are good luck.
I do not want to see the human heads.
Well,
I've seen
that's
too
a
many
bummer.
human heads on the internet.
Their souls will never go to the afterlife now.
Is that what the Native Americans thought?
Yes.
Who is this guy?
He's a guy I play video games with online. I don't actually know him or anything. I know him as Big Mex. I imagine he's a large Mexican man. But he found some human
he's
heads.
part of our whack pack. He's Cartel Carlos. You know, he brings his own heads.
Yo, Holmes, I got all kind of body parts. You want to see body parts? I got them.
If I wouldn't be really that chill if two body parts, not even heads, showed up anywhere around my home.
Well,
I'd be like, they didn't just leave this here on accident. They had the wherewithal to get rid of the rest of the bodies. So
oh no!
Clearly, this is here left for a reason.
Head from
The rest of the body was apparently strewn down the highway a bit at a time. So he explained that he said that basically the cartel was a lot like the Italian mafia, how they weren't just senseless, violent, evil people necessarily, okay? They often had a purpose in their violence, a bit of method to the madness, if you will. And in this instance, these gentlemen were thieves. And the first time they were caught thieving, they would lose a finger or several fingers or even a hand. But this was the second or third time that these two had been caught. And so they were completely disembodied and the heads were left there. The torso's a bit farther down the road and like the hands, you know, just they were scattered about, strewn down the
Kyle, tell your friend to send me more pictures. I can't make heads or toes out of this thing here. It really looks like two gigantic sliced up baked potatoes, and they fill most of a pickup truck bed. They're still in the pickup truck bed. And I just don't see faces in it.
How do two heads fill most of a pickup truck?
Well, you're in luck. I'll send it on to you.
Okay.
I want to see it now. Come
Here,
on.
just tweet it out, and I'll see it.
I'm not exactly
I'll give you
sure
an
how to
RT.
send this.
We can both get suspended.
Holy shit, man. Yeah, he told me a story about some other guy who was apparently like some semi-famous Mexican singer, and he had slept with a cartel member's wife, and they let it slide the first time. But he slept with her again, and they caught him, and so they cut his dick off, shoved it in his mouth, and shot him. So
They let it slide the first time?
right, because he's a famous. I was like, they let it slide. He's like, well, he's like a famous singer, and like the bosses were like, hey, you know, just let's let it slide one time, you know, like I guess
I'm
they
a
like
regular person, and I might have killed him.
Well, you're regular.
Well, then Chiz, let's not put them in the chat if these pictures are fucking graphic as fuck, to quote Chiz.
Too late. They're uploading. I sent them a while ago. I just have a bad.
That was so upsetting. Chiz, is this going to put me in a sour mood?
No, come on.
It's nothing.
I'm totally joking. It's fine. It's all good. We've watched some terrible things here. I have seen much worse than this. I hope they at least ate the rest of the parts. Leave nothing to waste. Very difficult to survive.
I imagine you as you do that accent so well that I think you're almost at a Robert Downey Jr. level where you could go blackface and do that accent, and just as long as you smile a lot, it's not racist.
Oh, like with like the head bobbing. Oh, we are just happy for you to be here. Like with that, like you're the whole fuck. These the pictures?
You got the pictures?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Woody!
Don't they look like just giant baked potatoes?
Woody,
in
that's their
picture truck
torso, all sliced up, torture style.
I'm trying to see head in this thing.
No, but the heads are cut off.
These are the torsos.
To be fair to Woody,
I don't even see arms or legs.
They've been cut off as well.
Well, it's hard to identify just a big. There's no nipples.
Yeah, I guess I'll download it. All right,
let's
get a closer look.
Jesus Christ, those are incredibly graphic.
They're straight up baked potatoes. I don't even see human in this.
What he means by that is that their flesh is the color of a baked potato because A, they're Mexican, and B, they have decomposed to some extent, but they are covered in these long, deep slashes, and they are just a torso in the back of a truck.
So that when you cook them, they don't pop.
Yeah, that's right. You know how you punch the holes in a baked potato before you... Yeah, same exact thing here. Yeah, they're in a back of a truck, and I don't speak Spanish, nor do I read it. So I don't know what those signs say, but I'm just going to throw a wild guess out, and they probably say something like, this is what happened to thieves around here, or something like that.
Look at the cuts on their backs. They form letters.
It's funny. I don't speak Spanish, but I do read it. Esto España, los que apoyo a los It's get a little fuzzy.
Claros.
Playeron en Aparatazinan, and then the rest is too fuzzy. I don't know.
God knows what you just said.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I swear
he's
I can
summoning the
pronounce
cartel
Spanish.
to his home.
he's saying, this is a message for the cartel boss.
These are the poster boards that these two gentlemen...
My name is Woody. Like, that's what it translates to.
What if it translates to, like, these are the poster boards that these two were holding up, threatening the cartel before we cut their heads and limbs off and carved.
Cartel on this. We have no beef with them, and we don't want them to come hunt us down and murder us. I mean, Woody might. I can't.
The cartel
it depends on what he read.
With ISIS and see where that goes.
Geography might be a difficult play there, but aside from that, ISIS has been so wiped out. Like you gotta say the cartel would fucking trounce them. Like it wouldn't be close, like the drug money they have. Or then again, ISIS has got that Iran money.
Yeah, ISIS has money, and there's still thousands of them.
But there's way more than thousands of cartel members because there's way more than one cartel, right? Like there's. I know all of this from Narcos, and that was Colombia, so I'm making some assumptions.
I was letting you guys work through that one. I have a pretty wide envelope, but whew.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You couldn't hang with that? I thought you'd be right there with us.
Was it the Mexican cartel or the
dead bodies?
He didn't want to offend the cartel. That's what this was all about.
No, we show respect to the cartel.
Yes, yes, we do.
They sell
how
lots
bad?
of drugs.
How bad is it?
The image? Well, they're right here for your viewing pleasure.
No, not the image. The cartel.
Pretty bad.
Well, I mean, like, look up dismembered people cartel in Google.
People made into salads.
They
literally do that. They chop up people, and then they put like heads of lettuce and tomatoes.
Yeah, and then they feed them to their family.
That part I think is fake.
I made that up, but that might just not have made it to the news.
I made that up.
They get creative though.
I've been to Mexico a bunch of times, and I guess obviously right over the border, it's not too bad. An hour or two into the board in surfing, Because Baja, Mexico is like pretty minor. People act like it's California.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tijuana is really close to the border, and isn't it really dangerous?
I'm sure it's pretty gnarly, but I mean, I know people that go there to party, so I don't know.
I know people that go there for surgery.
Yeah, I do too.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.